Hello my darlings, I hope you're doing very well. In today's video we'll be taking a look at a very disturbing story about one young woman who went to a tattoo appointment with a tattoo artist who was featured on a very popular tattoo reality TV show called Black Ink Crew. She went to this tattoo appointment and this tattoo artist took advantage of her. That's me putting it politely. This is a kind of story that we're all too familiar with now, especially if you do watch my content on predatory tattoo artists. Client goes to a tattoo artist takes advantage of their client, whether that is making inappropriate jokes or comments about them and their body, or just horrific things said to them, unnecessary touching, sexual assault, or even rape. Then the client is left with unimaginable trauma. Today's story is no different from that, and it truly is so incredibly heartbreaking. So let me introduce you to Jalea. Jalea is incredibly brave. She came to TikTok to document the fact that she went to a tattoo artist, a pretty popular tattoo artist at that, and at her tattoo appointment, this tattoo artist sexually assaulted her.
My name is Jalea, and I'm going to be doing a story time on how I was SA'd by my tattoo artist.
Jalea then talks about the fact that she went to this tattoo appointment by herself.
So, for the record, I went by myself.
The caption for this TikTok is, I debated on posting this video for about a week now, but I just want to share my story. It's very sad but true. I literally have to deal with this for the rest of my life. I have flashbacks at least 5 times a day. Yes, I went by myself. I always go get tattoos by myself. Now, with her stating this a couple of times and what she says throughout this video, which we'll obviously get to in a little while, Jalea basically blames herself for this happening to her, which I know is very much a normal response to anyone that has gone through something traumatic. A lot of people that have been through something traumatic do tend to blame themselves and think, well, if I hadn't done this, then this wouldn't have happened to me. If I had been a little bit more careful, if I had gone with someone, this wouldn't have happened to me. And I completely understand that, because I feel like all of us at some point in our lives have gone through something and thought, well, if I hadn't have done that, this wouldn't have happened. However, Jalea and anyone that has been through something similar to her should ever have to say, yes, I know, I went by myself, as if that's like a dumb choice. No, like, you should be okay to go to a tattoo appointment by yourself. Majority of tattoo studios, whether that is a private one or a public one, normally do have a policy of no +1s. That's normally for health and safety reasons, and sometimes +1s can be incredibly annoying. They can be a bit of a distraction for the client, and then the client doesn't sit still. Obviously, if you ask a tattoo artist, can I bring someone, and they say yes, that's completely fine. Always check with your tattoo artist. So yeah, most clients can't bring +1s anyway. So anyone that's, you know, telling Jalea, or for whatever reason as to why she thinks, oh gosh, like I shouldn't have been there by myself, like most of the time you can't bring people with you anyway. So, but yeah, I have a strong feeling that Jalea has been told you shouldn't have gone by yourself. The comment section on this TikTok from Jalea is awful. We'll take a look at it in a bit, but there is so much victim blaming, and it's just, it's not helpful. Like, I cannot stress, you should be allowed to go to a tattoo appointment by yourself, okay? You shouldn't have to have a chaperone with you, unless of course you want or need one. Anyway, Jalea then talks about where this tattoo appointment was and how she knew the tattoo artist.
I had a tattoo appointment in New Orleans, 3 o'clock yesterday. That's what time my appointment was for. He was a little late or whatever, but he had came like 30 minutes later or whatever. Mind you, I went to his house. He said he had another shop, but it was further than his house. I just went to the closest one, which was his house. This is my first time going to him. We followed each other on Instagram for a while, but I thought he was like a cool person or whatever. Like, he seemed like cool, you know, he seemed really cool. Okay.
Now, I know some of you are already having a lot of red flags pop up because she did say, I went to this tattoo artist's house, which, yes, that is something I personally would never ever recommend that you do. That being said, there is a huge power dynamic here. Jalea said that she had followed this tattoo artist for a while. He has quite a few followers on Instagram. A lot of people do see that and think someone is trustworthy. Like, if someone has a lot of followers, then, oh, they might be a decent person, you know, like, why would they have all of these followers if they were a horrible person, kind of thing. It's just one of those things that our brain is tricked into thinking, right? So let's quickly take a look at who this tattoo artist is so we can get more context as to, you know, the power dynamic that is going on here. So the tattoo artist's name is Herb, but he sometimes goes by Inkheads. That seems to be his like username handle here, there and everywhere, or inked by Herb or Herb, like it's one of those three, okay? He's a tattoo artist in New Orleans, and Herb was indeed on a tattoo reality TV show called Black Ink Crew. Black Ink Crew was originally shown on VH1, and it ran from January 7th, 2013 to July 31st, 2023, and it had 10 seasons. So yeah, it's a pretty popular TV show, especially for it to run that long. For a tattoo-related TV show, that's pretty long. I think the only one that's on par with that is Ink Master. I've personally seen a few episodes of Black Ink Crew, but I haven't watched it intently. I haven't watched every episode or every season. I've just caught an episode here and there if it's on TV or what have you. So I don't know too much about it. But the TV show basically just highlights what it takes to run a very popular tattoo studio and the lives behind those that work there. And of course, as it is a reality TV show, it is filled with drama, like a lot of drama. I think some of it is obviously scripted or overplayed because of course it's a reality TV show, but oh boy, it's a lot. It is a lot. So Herb's time on Black Ink Crew was honestly kind of brief from doing my research, and the reason as to that is, well, this. Take a look yourself.
As if the cops shutting down a party wasn't bad enough. Now we got this new mother coming in. I don't want to speak to you. I'm going to talk about you when you leave. I'm going to respect you as a man, okay?
Talk about
yes, I'm going to respect you as a man.
Say what you got to say about me and my face.
No. I don't.
I'm from the city.
No, I just said I don't want to, so what's next? I'm fake, so what's next? Yeah, I'm fake.
Bad.
Listen, oh, chill out. Come on. I hate that. Hey, like a bitch. Come on.
As you can see, Herb has absolutely no problems laying his hands on a woman. And that's with cameras around. That's with cameras around. Can you imagine what he could get up to when there's no cameras around? And I don't want none of this, oh, but she hit him first, so he has the right to retaliate. No. No, 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 no. Any decent man would just step the hell away. There was plenty of people there to step in and break up the fight instantly. There was no need to hit back, okay? Disgusting behavior. Small, insignificant man. Like, disgust. The worst of the fucking worst. So yeah, Herb is not a nice person, to put it politely. And that type of behavior towards women hasn't stopped. He's still, you know, doing the most to them, and he needs to be stopped. A man like that should not be tattooing women, or anyone for that matter. Being a tattoo artist is a privilege. Having clients trust you enough for them to allow you into their personal space is a privilege, and Herb is out here taking advantage of that, and it is disgusting. Anyway, back to Jalia's TikTok. She goes into detail about the outfit that she was wearing when she went to her tattoo appointment.
So I had on this brown two-piece set. Y'all know those Target two-piece sets or whatever. So it was shorts and a shirt. Mind you, the tattoo that I got is on my leg, but the area is only right here. I have work done up here, but he wasn't working on that. So, however, he ended up telling me, like, pull up my shorts on the side. So I pulled my shorts up on the side, but, like, I guess I didn't pull it up enough. So he wanted to roll them up. So, like, he rolled it into my underwear. So now it's like I have on, like, a swimsuit. That's what my shorts are looking like on both sides, both legs. My shorts are rolled up. Okay, and so he put paper towels in, like, the creases of my shorts or whatever. So I'm thinking maybe he didn't want the ink to get on me or whatever. I'm not sure, because I do have a tattoo, like, on the back side.
So this is somewhat happened to me while getting my thighs tattooed. The less clothing you wear, obviously, the better, because, you know, if clothing is in the way while you're getting tattooed, well, that's just really irritating for a tattoo artist and for you, because they're going to constantly be moving it out of the way, right? Obviously, you want to be covered while you're getting your thighs tattooed in, you know, your nether region area. So legging shorts is honestly, like, one of the best things you can wear, unless you want to wear a bikini or whatever, but I personally would recommend legging shorts, just so you can move them freely higher up on your leg. They're very, very flexible. And yes, a tattoo artist may put a paper towel under there and around the leg area, just so ink does not get on your legging shorts or what have you. I always advise wearing black to tattoo appointments, just because that obviously then minimizes any staining, or obviously just wear older clothes that you don't care about if tattooing was to stain them. Now, what isn't fine for Jalia's case is the fact that Herb rolled up both of her short legs. She's only getting one leg tattooed, so why are you rolling up both? Only one needs to be rolled up, honey. The only areas that need to be exposed are those that being tattooed. You don't need to make it even. This isn't a fashion show. It doesn't matter if, you know, one short leg is longer than the other. Like, this isn't a fucking runway. What are you doing? It's only for sinister reasons. Let's be serious. He doesn't care about, you know, evenness. But yeah, I just want you all to make sure that, yes, a tattoo artist may possibly roll up some of your clothing, but it should only ever be the, you know, the leg or the arm or whatever that is being tattooed. If they're doing both, honestly, red flag straight away. Like, what are you doing? It's just, no. But if a tattoo artist is only rolling up one leg or one sleeve or something, I don't know, you don't need to worry too much, because I can imagine some people might freak out a little bit if, you know, a tattoo artist is fiddling around with your clothes or what have you. It's not always a bad thing.
Okay, so I'm on the table, you know, the tattoo table. And the first red flag was he pulled the table down, like, pulled it down to where, like, I'm almost on the floor. And he put his seat down, but his legs wasn't under the table. His legs was, like, leveled with the table. So it's like, your knees are going to be on my back if you doing my tattoo, right? Okay. So as he's doing that or whatever, he's doing my tattoo, I'm kind of feeling uncomfortable. So I text my friend, I'm like, I think his private area is on my back or whatever. But I'm like, maybe I'm tripping. So a couple minutes go by, and then he started, like, using my other leg and, like, twisting, like, pulling open my shorts, and, like, he would set his, you know what, right there.
This is not okay. What the actual fuck? I've heard of some creative ways for tattoo artists being creeps, like they will try and do the absolute most just to be creepy, but nothing like this. This is absolutely insane. Of course, some tattoo artists will adjust a bed height so it's comfortable for them, because being a tattoo artist is hard on their back because they're constantly shrimping over you, especially if it's like a back tattoo. They have to, like, lean over you and what have you. It can be tiring on the back, right? But if a tattoo artist is in pain, they would normally hire you up so they can, like, be a little bit more upright. One tattoo artist I've been to, Paula Castle, has this incredible tattoo bed that literally lifts all the way up so she can stand up and tattoo. That makes more sense to me. But to lower a bed so someone is, like, over more, like, what come on. I just can't believe a tattoo artist would, like, lower a bed so low it's basically on the floor. Like, it just does not make sense. There is no valid reason as to why someone would do that. And don't even get me started on him like rubbing his junk. Oh my god. Like, there's just no words. Like, what the fuck are you doing? You piece of trash. I just can't imagine, like, being in such a vulnerable position and then a tattoo artist is, like, all over you, basically. Like, what? It's too much. It's just too, like...
And so I would, like, scoot over. Mind you, I'm by myself. I'm in New Orleans. I'm in his house. If you know, then you know. Like, I don't know what to do at this point. So, like, I don't want to text anybody. Well, I don't want to call anybody and tell them to come get me. Or, you know, come. And I don't know what type of stage of mind he's in. Mind you, you pulling in, so it's no telling, like, what you're really capable of.
Now, I don't know if Jalea has seen the episodes of Black Ink Crew where Herb is in them or not. Like, I'm not sure on that at all. It's possible, so if she has seen them, then she knows that Herb can be a violent man. But if she hasn't, well, she's a woman, so she still knows that men can be violent. So either way, you're going to be on guard, right? You know, being a woman, you know that it's incredibly scary being in a room alone with a man you don't really know. And of course, that doesn't mean that all men are, you know, sinister and scary and have intentions of harming you. But you don't know. They don't wear, like, a badge that says I'm a safe bet or anything like that. Like, you just don't know. And he's already up to no good with rubbing his junk here, there and everywhere. So if he's already, you know, feeling comfortable with doing that, what else is he capable of? Do you know what I'm, like, it's terrifying.
The whole time, he's, like, steady doing that. Every time I scoot over, he'll pull me back or, like, literally grab me and turn me. And it's like I'm sitting on his lap. Like, I'm literally basically laying on his lap. And I'm like, I'm finna fall. He's like, no, you're fine. Da da da.
A tattoo artist should never, ever, ever have to manhandle you. Like, a tattoo artist may guide you into the position that they want you to be in. Sometimes you do have to lay in some very, very awkward positions just so it's easier for the tattoo artist to tattoo you. Yes, it's uncomfortable for you, but it gets the job done, okay? So yes, sometimes a tattoo artist will be like, hey, can you move your leg up like this? Or, you know, they'll position you, move your leg somewhere or whatever. That's okay. They shouldn't have to do it so many times though. You know, they should tell you once, and then, you know, if you move, they should just be like, okay, put your leg back where it was. They don't have to keep touching. Like, excessive touching within a tattoo appointment is a huge red flag for me. I'm just gonna say it. You should also never, ever, ever have to sit in your tattoo artist's lap. And this is obviously all Herb's fault. This has got nothing to do with Jalea by any means. Anything I'm saying, it is not her fault. It's the tattoo artist. He's the one in power. He's the one that, you know, can say, hey, can you sit like this? Can you do this? Oh, I'm going to move you here. I'm going to touch you here. Like, he has the power to do that. Herb is doing the absolute most to touch Jalea as much as he most possibly can. And it is revolting.
I'm just ready for it to be over. So I'm literally texting everybody. I didn't got on the phone. I'm calling everybody. I'm like, I'm trying to play it off like, yeah, I gotta go. And he's still not stopping. It's not phasing him. None whatsoever. And he's still opening up my pants, my shorts, and sticking his right there. And so this happened the whole time. I was there from 3 o'clock all the way up until 9, 10 o'clock. And he would not stop.
I can't even imagine how scary this is. Like, it's so... it's terrifying. Getting tattooed makes you so vulnerable, and you may not have ever thought about it. I've thought about it so many freaking times about how the fact that I'm literally just laying on a bed, half naked, and a tattoo artist could literally do whatever they want. Because when you're laying down, you are at your most vulnerable. Have you ever tried to get up off of a tattoo bed quickly? You can't do it, can you? You literally can't. Like, I've tried to do it graceful and elegant. It's not happening. It takes me like 5 minutes, okay? And a tattoo artist taking advantage of that, because they know what it's like to get off of those tattoo beds, because they've been in that position before for the most part. You know, if they've been tattooed, which most tattoo artists have been, they know how awkward it is to move about on those things. So to take advantage of that, lowest of the low.
And so around like 9 o'clock, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to go. I got work in the morning, this, that, and the third. So he's like, oh, well, let me just draw out what I'm going to finish later. So that was a whole nother like 30 minutes. And I'm just like, you're not done yet? You know, like, I'm just trying to get out of here safely without being, you know. So he wouldn't stop. He would not stop at all.
At this point, Herb is essentially holding her hostage. May sound extreme, but she has been trying to leave for a little while now, and he's basically not letting her. He's carrying on with zero compassion and no care for her and what she needs. He just wants to do what he's doing for his own sick gain. If you, for whatever reason, need to leave a tattoo appointment midway through a tattoo, at the beginning of a tattoo, near the end of the tattoo, whenever, a tattoo artist should let you go. At the end of the day, they are providing a service. It's not prison. You can leave. Sure, they may say, oh, can I finish this line? And that line should only take like maximum of 5 minutes. If there's anything more than that, then they should just leave where they are. Or stop where they are, should I say. They should clean you, wrap you up, let you pay, and let you leave. That shouldn't take longer than, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes maximum. Like, a tattoo artist shouldn't be holding you there for longer than that. And no questions asked either. Like, the tattoo artist shouldn't make you feel bad, shouldn't pressure you into staying longer. Like, you are allowed to leave, or you should be allowed to leave. Then Herb does this, okay, and
then on top of that, he sent me my money back. That's how you know you're guilty of something. Like, I didn't say anything. I played it so cool. When I got in the car, I cried.
You can't tell me any different that money was hush money. That was I know I fucked up, so I will send her money in hopes that she will just accept it and not say anything to anyone because, well, I gave her money back. She didn't have to pay for this. I'm being a nice guy. I'm being a good guy. It's so manipulative and gross. And I am so freaking glad that Jalea saw right through that and thought, that's kind of weird. Like, I didn't ask for this. Why why are you giving me my money back? Like, oh, okay, so you know you fucked up. You know you were doing something wrong. Like, I'm so proud of her for noticing that. And, you know, she's so incredibly brave for coming forward. And, you know, her story went pretty freaking viral. There's a lot of views on her first TikTok about this. And she's probably helped so many people with her story, trying to avoid this manipulative pile of trash. Like, the tactic of giving her money back probably could have understandably shut up a lot of people. So again, I'm glad that Jalea kind of noticed and was like, that's weird. I didn't ask for this, so like, okay, I see what you're doing.
I know this didn't happen to somebody before. And it's like, why would you even like do anything like that? Like, that's so weird. He never gave off that vibe or anything, but it's like, you don't know nowadays, and that's why you literally, if you're going somewhere, guys, go with somebody. Don't be like me. Do not be like me. Like, seriously. It's like the whole time he's literally pulling open. This is my clothes. He's pulling it to the side and he's sticking his thing right there. And even like if he'll turn around and like get something off the table, he'll literally still have it in there and he'll be like this and keep it in there and he'll just turn around like this. And I'm just like, I'm literally shaking on the table. Like, I'm so ready to go. I'm irritated. I'm scared for my life. I didn't know what to do. And I feel like if I called the police, he was going to kill me.
It breaks my damn heart seeing her blame herself for all of this. The fact that she did go by herself, which again is perfectly fine. You should be allowed or able to do that without being assaulted and held hostage, basically. What happened to her is not because of her actions. It's because of his and only his. I have so many things that I would like to say about how I feel about this scum of the earth man. And men like him, because he's not the only one. There's millions of them. But I'd like to keep my YouTube account, so just know there is a lot of angry thoughts in my brain right now. Another thing I would like to add on here is the fact that Jalea said in a second TikTok that she uploaded about this situation that Herb's brother was also in the house as well, but in another room.
I'm 5'2", 128 pounds. I'm not gonna fight this man. He's crazy enough to do this. There's no telling what he's capable of. Mind you, it's me, him, and his brother. His brother is somewhere in the house. So 2 men against 1. I'm way in New Orleans. His house was an hour away from where I live. If I call anybody, I'm still in the inside of his house, so how am I going to get out safely and get on the outside wherever safety is at?
Like she said, she's quite a petite woman. 2 grown-ass men versus 1 small woman. And that's not to say that Herb's brother would be complicit, but first instincts for most people is to protect the one that you know, right? So if there was a fuss, Herb's brother would probably walk in the room and be like, yo girl, what the hell are you doing, kind of thing. And it could have just turned very, very ugly, or even more ugly, should I say. Jalea also said in her second TikTok about this situation that she did, of course, phone the police, because there was a few comments of people being like, hey, so why are you making a TikTok? Why didn't you phone the police? Like, you can do 2 things at once. You can phone the police, then make a TikTok. Like, people always assume that people are just too busy with social media to even think about, like, come on. Jalea's a smart girl. Don't insult her intelligence. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, so for one, let's start there. I called the police. The police was called after I left. Okay? I called the police. I did a report. I gave my statement. She said she was going to get the statement from him and get back with me. I haven't heard nothing. Okay? I called the police. I didn't just not tell the police and tell y'all. I called the police. Let's start there.
Phoning the police is obviously something I would advise you do. Also, only when you are in a safe environment. Chances are if Jalea tried to ring the police while she was in the studio, all it would take is for Herb to grab the phone off of her, smash it on the floor, and then God knows what would happen afterwards. You know, like sometimes you just have to wait for your safety. And like I was saying earlier, what's even more infuriating is the fact that people are blaming her within the comment section across her videos. And this isn't helpful by any means. Like, what are you playing at? To shame her and to blame her, like, what does that actually do? What does that actually do? The moment has passed. You're not being helpful. Empathy is fucking free. Have some, okay? Have a little bit of empathy. Like, what is wrong with people nowadays? Like, oh. Anyway, so here's some of the comments. you may get enraged. I don't know. I was raging reading some of these. You didn't try to get up or nothing. I would have ran out of there. But I don't know. Maybe I think differently from a lot of females. And then luckily someone replied saying, a lot of females, thousands, get killed for rejection, get held down if they try to leave, makes the guy more violent. Not to mention, this isn't a movie. You could go into shock and not move. Your mind racing, which is so true. Like, again, unless you've been in those shoes, shut the fuck up. Like, you don't know how you're gonna behave until you're in that situation. Don't get tattoos alone, girls. Why? You should be allowed to. Like, what's next? Don't go to your hair appointment alone. Don't go to your nail appointment alone. Don't go to the grocery store alone. How about these disgusting human beings that behave in the same way as Herb? Just stop. How about that? So we can feel safe to go outside. So we can go to our tattoo appointments alone. So we can fucking walk outside and feel safe alone. That's a luxury nowadays. I don't remember the last time I felt safe going outside at nighttime and walking. Like, going to a store at nighttime, I'd try and avoid it, to be honest with you. And it shouldn't have to be like that. I shouldn't have to, like, limit what I can do because of fear, because of, you know, someone can't keep their fucking hands to themselves, putting it politely. Now, we gotta react faster and be stern. He could have did the absolute worst to you, but at least someone would have came and knew. Still could have, but thankfully he didn't. But the thing is, if you react, Herb would have reacted back most probably. We've seen what he's like in Black Ink Crew. Like, he literally has a reputation of hitting women. Like, why would you want to anger someone like that and make things worse? Oh, you stayed there way too long, baby. As a female, always carry protection. That's number one. And the minute anything like that happens, you get up and walk out. Now, I need to remind you that Herb was literally over her. She was laying on a bed that, again, is not easy to get off of. It's not that easy. Fuck texting and calling people. He is not holding you hostage. He basically was. Walk out of the front door while it is still daylight. Again, it's easier said than done. The brain rot on some of these people is insane. Ain't no way in hell I'm letting all that happen by myself or not. Do we really think Jalea was letting this happen to her? Like, do you think she was like, whatever? Like, she was clearly very, very upset about this. Like, the first time you felt his stuff and you moved, then he moved you back. I wish you would have made up an excuse to get out of there. The thing is, with stuff like this, sometimes the first couple of times you think it's a mistake, or, oh, he doesn't even realize he's doing this, like he's not doing this on purpose kind of thing. You know, like, you kind of want to give people the benefit of the doubt, and then obviously that can sometimes be a downfall. But again, it's not your fault. It's not anybody's fault apart from the person that is doing the thing. And by the time that it's happened so many times, it's like, well, now I really know this person is being evil to me. And then the fear sets in and then you freeze. Like, it's comments like all of these that shame people into staying quiet. Imagine you're a victim and you watch Jalea's story and you get inspired by what she's doing and you think, oh, you know what? Maybe I should do the same. Maybe I should come forward and talk about what I've been through because it might save people from going to this tattoo artist or whoever. And then you quickly take a look at the comments and they're all like this. Would you want to speak up? Knowing that this is what you could probably be faced with, being blamed for something that happened to you. It's not helpful. Again, it's just not helpful. Like, why are people like this? There was this comment as well that said, I didn't understand sexual assault until I went through it myself. A lot of people won't believe it because they don't understand the feeling. It's sick, but I hope you get your justice. And like, I understand what this person is saying. It's just, sadly, it's one of those things that people don't understand until they've been through it. But also, again, empathy, like, it costs nothing. Think about it. Like, use your brain. Don't actively think, well, that wouldn't happen to me, or if I was in that situation, I'd just get up and leave. No, you most probably wouldn't. You most probably wouldn't. I've personally never been sexually assaulted as such. I've had men inappropriately touch here, there, and everywhere without my consent and what have you. But yeah, I haven't been through anything violent as such, but I know that it's not as easy as just, you know, oh, just stand up. Like, come on. Luckily, though, there was quite a few comments throughout Jalea's 2 TikToks that were very, very nice and very, very sympathetic and had a lot of empathy. So hopefully those have been a lot more louder to her than the ones that were, you know, really horrible. I honestly feel like Jalea shouldn't have to read the horrible ones. Like, she's been through enough. Like, again, these comments aren't helpful. Oh, God, I'm gonna lose my mind. And like Jalea said, she thinks she's not the only one.
And I just came on here to tell my story because I feel like he's done it to other people, because I don't know you from a can of paint. And you just did that.
Which, of course, that is the case. These vile wastes of DNA never do things once. It's never once. It's never a one-time thing. It's always a repeated behavior. So I think Jalea got some messages, and I believe there was some comments on her TikTok as well. I only found one myself, and it says, "This literally what he does. He did it to me. Everything you're saying is what he did to me to the T." So yeah, I mean, Jalea and this person is for sure not going to be the only one, and he will most probably not stop until he is caught or dealt with law enforcement. And chances of that happening, I mean, come on. It's so rare that anyone is convicted of sexual assault or rape. They slip through the cracks. Prisons are full. We haven't got space for you. You're on probation. It will take someone being seriously harmed for him to be dealt with. Anyways, my darlings, that is it for today's video. I just want to say thank you for being here and hanging out with me for a little while. And until my next one, bye.